Well, here Storm Malik is disrupting rail services across Scotland and the north of England. LNER, which runs the East Coast line between London and Edinburgh, is advising passengers not to travel north of Newcastle. ScotRail has reported that fallen trees are affecting its services. Well, our correspondent Phil Bodmer is in Appley Bridge, where winds have brought down a tree, crushing a car. Phil, what's happening where you are? It sounds and looks pretty serious.
Well, that's true. I mean, it's fair to say that Yorkshire and the northeast of England is bearing the brunt of this storm. It's taken a real buffeting today. This is Appley Bridge between Leeds and Bradford. If you look behind me, this is the most remarkable escape story, because in this van, which has been crushed by this fallen tree, a cyclist was getting changed after spending the morning cycling in the woods here. He was in the back of the van. The tree came down and he was trapped inside. On the other side of his van, his friend's car, which is still trapped there. His friend rushed round fearing the worst and managed to pull him out safely, I'm glad to say. Now, the person in the van, a guy called Richard Nutter, is okay. He had a few cuts and bruises. He's a little bit shaken up, but he's now getting some attention. But you can see just how serious this could have been. And there is a chance, of course, the worst could have happened. Thankfully, both riders are safe, but you can see what it's done. That van now is a complete and utter write-off. But as you say, elsewhere across the north of England, there is disruption on the rails. LNER, which runs rail services between London and Scotland, asking passengers not to travel further north than Newcastle today, simply because of those high winds causing disruption. ScotRail, as you mentioned, a number of trees down, blocking lines. We heard of a trampoline taking off from a garden, landing on rail track in Scotland earlier today. I was driving in here across the Pennines today, diverted around Harrogate because the bypass is closed. There are a number of fallen trees en route. Now, the storm is moving south, and it seems that the north of England certainly has borne the brunt of it. We are expecting a calm tonight, but the worst news is there's another storm on the way tomorrow night. So if we think this is bad, obviously people will be preparing for that storm, which will come in tomorrow night. So things here in Yorkshire and the northeast, perhaps pretty ropey as far as the wind is concerned. You can see it's still buffeting. We've got clear skies, but driving conditions are pretty hazardous. And the word is from motoring organisations, if you are out and about on the roads, please do take care, because there is a lot of debris. And this storm doesn't show any signs at the moment of abating just yet.
OK, Phil, thanks for that. Phil